Hello and welcome back. Today I wanted to speak a few minutes on health, and I say health concepts, because I think with everything that's going on around us nowadays, it is important for us to understand how our health can be affected by what we allow to affect it. How's that for being clear, huh? There's a saying that I really like. I don't know where it came from. I like to think that I've taken bits and pieces of all my teaching over the years, all my learning, and kind of came up with it, but that's not important. Here it is. The study of health is vastly more profitable than the study of disease. Dis-ease. We'll try it again. The study of health is vastly more profitable than the study of disease. What does that mean? Well, what that means is if we spend our time always thinking of the bad things, the sickness, the anger, the hate, all the negative things of life, and that's what we're always focusing on, then that's what we'll attract to ourselves. And it'll cause us all those very negative things that we don't want to be around us. It brings them right to us. It's like hiding from the wolf saying, "You can't see me, you can't see me." And nobody knows you're there. He can hear you and smell you. And he comes and eats you. Anyway, conversely, the study of health is so much more profitable. Focusing your time and efforts and energy on love, happiness, peace, joy, abundance, these kind of things, on eating healthy, on thinking healthy, on speaking healthy, on your actions being healthy in nature, those sort of things, it can change your life incredibly. Now, I know that there are sometimes situations, and I know some of you are probably thinking, but what happens when some good person ends up with some disease? What does that mean, huh, Smarty? Well, I don't have all the answers, but I do know that somewhere along the line, we have thoughts that are within our subconscious, whether they were from back when we were in our mother's womb, in early childhood, or wherever they came into play. But there are beliefs within us that we may not even be aware of. But in the back of our minds and our subconscious, they're back there screaming, "I want this, I want this, I want this," and we don't even know it, especially if we're asleep in our thinking. All the more reason to focus on health. But let's say that this good person we're speaking of does end up with some kind of disease, cancer or some sort of a thing. Does that mean it's all hopeless? Oh, everything sucks. It's terrible. It's a bad thing. You know, there we are, focusing on the dis-ease again. Imagine, if you will, focusing on healing, on health, on love and peace and abundance. Imagine the realization, the truth, that almost all of our body, almost every cell, regenerates itself, whether it be every second, minute, hour, day, week, month, over different time frames. Our body regenerates. So who's to say that those cells have to come back diseased? Why can't they come back completely healthy? There's some places in, I think it's Japan, where they have hospitals where they don't use medicine or anything. They have a group of people that are trained, and they've shown it, filmed it, having tumors dissolved instantly just by thoughts, just by believing, just by the power of health. Okay? I know a lot of this sounds really wacko, and you're probably thinking, what does this have to do with me? Well, we can choose in our lives whether we want to be of health or whether we want to be contrary to everything and be negative and be a victim and all these different things. And what that basically means then is we're focusing on dis-ease. And as such, it'll end up bringing the very things that we don't want to see right to our doorstep. Now, I'm not saying this to try to scare you or anything like this. Actually, I'm trying to look at it from the complete opposite, in that there is hope, there is possibility, there is opportunity here. It takes a lot more than just snapping your fingers to make it all better. And I'm not here to say that all you have to do is think happy thoughts and everything is rosy. It takes some practice, it takes education, it takes work. I've seen it, I've had it happen to me, and I've seen it around me. So I believe. And what's the worst thing of believing? That it can happen? Oh darn. Wouldn't that be a shame if something actually did change just because we believed? Woo! So anyway, just wanted you to think a little bit about that today. I welcome any questions you may have. Feel free to comment here on my YouTube page. Look for me on Facebook if you like. I think you can reach me through direct email at chuck@chatwithchuck.net, or on my webpage, www.exploringlifesoptions.com. Not trying to do a commercial, I'm just trying to give you a way to interact with me. I really appreciate you being here, and I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much, and I love you. All right, thanks.